Hey everybody, day 2 starts now. Good morning, it's day 2 and it's a chilly one out here this morning. It's about 7:15 a.m. and we're just walking down Spark Street heading to our first meeting. It's quite a group of students. Got invited by MP for breakfast, coffee, tea and some muffins this morning. It's going to be a bit of a different meeting but an interesting experience, and hopefully they get the opportunity to ask her some questions about what life is like as an MP, what life is like as a Christian MP, and then after that we're off to all our separate meetings. I think there's upwards of 35 meetings to be held this day. More to come. Stay tuned. Alright, so we are off to our first meeting of the day with a Conservative Member of Parliament. Did some practice runs, talked about what we're going to say, and we'll see how it goes. Alright, so what just happened?
We met with my MP, Peter Poilievre. We're talking about euthanasia and expanding it to minors and those with mental illness. It was good. Yeah.
It was interesting.
Quick meeting, 2 points, got it.
Yeah,
that's good.
It was just kind of nice because, like, I always picture MPs as being like super like, like scary, but like it was just like you're literally just talking to another person.
Way less stressful than the practice ones. The practice ones were way harder.
It was super good. We were pretty comfortable in there talking about assisted suicide and the issue of euthanasia in Canada with MP Daniel Blakey, and yeah, it went really well.
So what did you guys think of David Castron's meeting?
I thought it went really well. He was really friendly and lots of good advice.
Yep. How long he's been in Parliament really says something about how well he's doing.
Yeah, and it's really nice to know that there's that Christian voice still in there that we know we can depend on.
So we're Ontario Team 1. We just had our first meeting with Senator Kim Pate, and it went really well.
It was really good.
I think it went like as well as it could have gone possibly. Like
she was on board.
Yeah.
Had some good discussions.
She said she believed she doesn't think it's going to get to the point that the Senate will pass it if minors and people with mental health issues can be euthanized. But she said if it does get to that point, then I'm definitely on your side.
You should be willing to vote against it. So.
Excellent.
Well, it was really great meeting with you, and I hope that you learned something, and I hope that your experience here is something that you'll take home and you'll be able to use as you continue to grow. And I encourage you to continue to grow, encourage you to grow in the Lord as well too. And I hope that your lives will reflect His glory. So good to have you here, and I hope maybe we'll see you again sometime.
It's shoe shine time. You know, when you're in Ottawa, Jacob, your shoes get
Leonard,
sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry.
That's all right.
You get all this salt all over your shoes, and we've got important meetings to go to today, so we want our shoes to be
nice and
shining
shiny.
up. All right, you're done.
Thank you very much.
Nathan, you're up. This is just like at the airport, eh? Oh, these are nice shoes. Okay, next.
Hi, we're here on day 2, the God and Government Youth Conference 2019. We just got out of a meeting with Rachel Harder. It's a really upbuilding experience. We had a lot of pro-life talk and talk about sexually explicit material. And yeah, it was just a really great meeting.
We just came back from a meeting with Tom Kamich and Martin Shields. Tom Kamich is my MP and Martin Shields is Alexandra's and Rebecca's MP. They both went really well, and we got a lot of questions in, and we got a lot of really good answers and advice just to how to get involved in politics.
All right, I'm heading out to...
All right. So where did we just come from and how did it go?
We just came from John Nader's office and it went very well.
It's a meeting with a member of parliament. So what were you talking about?
We talked about pro-life.
Okay.
And he is also pro-life.
Good.
Which was really cool to discuss with him.
Yeah. I was very glad to see that there are more people that in Parliament that share our view.
Cool. And where are we now?
Right now we're in the library in that building.
accomplishing great things, and we as the ARPA team would love to see you continue your run, continue your race tomorrow, but also when you head home through your school clubs and in many other ways to continue this race all the way into eternity.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
It's going very, very well. My team had a really good day today. It was neat to see them get engaged with senators and MPs. They handled themselves in a very calm and mature manner. I was very, very impressed with the level of engagement.
Yeah, so we're at the close of the big banquet, the big formal banquet here at the Chateau Laurier. A fancy, classy banquet that the students seem to be really, really enjoying. We're having a blast. And this wraps up the learning part and the lobbying part of the conference before we hit the day of activism tomorrow. Ed Hogerdijk, our Alberta manager, is about to give the keynote address, a huge note of encouragement, a very passionate speech. We've heard it already, the staff anyway, and I think it'll really inspire these kids to not just be active and enjoying this moment for the next 24 hours, but to go back to their communities and be active for the next few years, maybe a lifetime.
The blessings flow, praise Him, all creatures here below. Praise Him above, ye heavenly hosts. Praise Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. Amen.
See you. You get both of us in it.
Just going.
We're totally different heights.
Yes, indeed.
That's much more noticeable.